I was a government politics major and really owe my experiences, my opportunities in public service, almost entirely to my experience at College Park. My advice is usually, you got to work extra hard to show somebody that, who might have some doubts that a younger person can do it. So you got to work extra hard. You got to work overtime. You got to be that much more knowledgeable, that much more diligent, that much more hardworking to convince folks that you're ready. I had to work extra hard, if you will, to convince people that they should take a shot on a 32-year-old guy to run a billion-dollar-plus budget and thousands of employees and run a police department, a fire department, and a public works department, and sort of the basics of government. And so, I really mean it that I'm, every day that I'm county executive, I'm really humbled that folks have given me an opportunity. And it's the most important issue facing our state, and that's the one issue that the lieutenant governor's asked me to oversee, spend my time working on, is the competitive business climate of Maryland and economic development. And a big part of that is the relationships with the higher education institutions. The state of Maryland, the higher education institutions in the state of Maryland get more federal research dollars than any state in the nation. Hopkins and Maryland being at the lead, and Hopkins gets more than any higher education institution in the country, between Baltimore and the Applied Physics Lab in Howard County. We have to work as partners with our higher education institutions to make sure we're doing all we can to commercialize technology that's coming out of higher education. It's a big piece of our strategy. We need to make sure that this is a place that companies can grow and thrive. And we've got an elaborate plan to do it. AnthonyBrown.com, we have a whole analysis of how we're going to do it. But a big piece of how we're going to do it as well is continue to invest in infrastructure. That purple line is critical. The FBI headquarters coming to Greenville is a very important piece, especially with the nexus to College Park, with the criminal justice program and others. So both Anthony Brown and I supported strongly the decriminalization bill. One, because we waste a lot of time and money ruining people's records for very small amounts of possession. And there's also some racial inequities in the enforcement, the arrests in different communities. So we're strong supporters of decrim. Our feeling is, state is moving forward with medical marijuana, so the licenses are going out for growers and distributors early next year to sort of start that infrastructure for the medical marijuana piece. Let's take a look and watch the experience in Washington, Colorado. You're talking about a shift, sort of a generational shift, if you will, or decades of policy that is built in. We are absolutely open to legalization, but really want to see how the decriminalization goes, the medical marijuana rollout, and watch for a few more years the other states' experiences to see where Maryland should be. But we're absolutely open to it.